Hi, this is Paul from RailsRocket. This video is a quick tour of where we're at so far with RailsRocket. This is not a mock-up, it's actual working software, and the example app I'm building is for RailsRocket's first customer. They're building a sales data tool, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do something like that with RailsRocket. So let's get started, and we can do that straight from our home page. First, we enter our website URL, and we'll automatically grab your brand details from your website and load them in here, and then propagate those brand details across the rest of your app. Now, if you don't have a brand, there'll be a way to do it manually, and then we'll also have example brands to get you started if you've literally got nothing. What we've got here at the top is the onboarding steps that in a matter of a couple of minutes will get you through to a working live app. So to start with, we're going to define our access groups. So very simple, we've got admin users, we've got regular users, and they both have access to a database. As you can see, we're doing everything very visually in this kind of visual canvas. Now we're going to define the data that the app uses. We're already starting with the two user types, which we're going to need to be able to manage if we want to manage access, and we're going to add to that companies, which is the main data table that the app is based on. Now we're going to define a bit of access control. So admins, they can do everything. We're going to leave that as it is. Users, we don't want them to access admins or other users, and we only want them to view a listing of the company's data. We don't want them to be able to actually manage it. So with that done, we need to define a bit more the structure of the data. So admins and users, we're going to leave as they are. Companies, we're going to want to add a few fields here. So I'm just going to show you how easy it is to create a field. I've got name and description, and toggle field here. You can see they all show in there, so that's a kind of form view of the data. Now I'm going to just quickly add a load of fields to save us a bit of time on the demo here, and you can see we've added a load of fields including country fields, various drop downs, multiple drop downs, and things like that. Next step, we can review all the data in the app, and we can do that in a more traditional database like way. Here we've got a kind of table view of all the fields in the company's data, and we can go in and edit those and add default options to the drop downs or whatever it is that you want to change. So the next step takes you through to the preview of the app. Now that takes a minute or two to prepare, so I'm just going to show you one that I've already set up. So here we are in the preview. So this is a live preview of the app. You can navigate between all the different pages using this menu on the left, and you can actually interact with the app using the preview. So you can go and create data in here, that kind of thing. We can see the login screens, for instance, and here you can see companies management and the company's listing for the user. Now, the next step, we actually can either go back and change any of those settings, or we can finish and go through to the actual app editor, which has all of the screens that the onboarding has, with the addition of the hosting screen. And here we can allow developers to access the code of the app and collaborate with us on that. And we can also connect it to hosting, which allows us to push it up to a professional host. Now with this app, the client wanted some sort of unique features that we weren't able to do with RailsRocket as it stands. So we've actually done that. We've connected with GitHub, and we've pushed that app up to Heroku, and you can actually see it here. So here we have the admin side of the app, which has got all the data that we wanted, and it hasn't changed really much from the what we created with RailsRocket. And then on the user side, we have actually made some modifications. So you can see we've added these filters, which we're going to bring back into RailsRocket itself. We've got this multiple select functionality here, which we'll also bring back. And we've also got this preview thing, which allows us to export PNGs and PDFs of those logos there. Now that's something that's kind of unique to this app, and probably we're not going to backport that into RailsRocket anytime soon. So what you can see there is how the power of having a no-code app and the ability to add code to that allows you to create a whole different range of apps that you couldn't before with existing no-code tools. So yeah, that's it for the product tour. I hope you can see the sort of potential that this has. We're still working on loads more features which are coming in soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.